Hi, welcome to Mark's Basement Arcade. Today, last action hero is getting a Pin2DMD. This is like a color DMD, except for, what, $200–300 cheaper. So we're going to get this in this. Now, we're going to go by the instructions, just like you would. So, let me get this out of the way. And we're going to go right with the instructions on it. We're not going to vary from it or anything. Make sure your machine is disconnected, unplugged. See? It's unplugged. First one. It says remove these nuts. However, I think I'm just going to unplug it first. Maybe we should take a picture of how it is. So it's always cool to do. Get some light on it. Yeah, you guys can see that. I think that'll work. Alright. Remove the 2 nuts and the 4 screws. Right here. Do 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 do. That's not a 1/4 inch. Then what is it? It's probably not this one, because that would be too easy. It's the one I put away yesterday. I bet. Because that's the tool that you always need. Yep. Alright, let's get these screws out first. There are 4 screws here. Actually, let's get you closer. Hope I don't block it too much. Alright, I'm going to remove these 4 screws, but let's just unplug it first. Get this crap out of our way. I did take a picture of all this, just so you guys know. Alright, we'll get rid of these 4 screws here. We're not going to get rid of them, we're just going to take them out. That post feels like it was spinning. And it was. So let's do this. We'll screw it back down. And we'll hold it and take off this driver board. We're going to set this out of the way. Alright, I'm going to remove the spacers. We got to get rid of these screws here. Remember to put the grounds back too. Alright. These should be 1/4 inch. Oh, this is okay. Oh, it doesn't, it says, whoa, 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 whoa. We don't want those rolling away. This one it did not say remove. So we're not going to remove that one. It says remove these three. It does not say anything about that one. So we will do as what we are told. Alright. Removing metal shield, put it aside. Remove the 5 posts with spacers and a 14-pin ribbon cable. Put it over there. 5 posts with spacers. You know what I think we should do? I think we should get a container to put this stuff in, so when I do lose it, I can actually knock it over and then get all these to fly all over the whole basement and then totally lose them for sure. Remove the plasma DMD. Ooh. This is actually a really good DMD. It works beautifully. There is nothing wrong with it. Place the supply. I'm going to clean this first, because why not? You know, when was the last time it was cleaned? I don't know. Was it ever cleaned? We'll find out. Probably not. There's dirt on this. Oh yeah. Look at that. There's black on there. Oh, that shit, that makes it easier. Just take that thing out. Look at that. That's just nasty. A lot of the dirt that's coming off of it right now is also from this black gasket. It is just flaking away. So that isn't like helping me with getting it clean. However, it's cleaner than it was. This is like the time you do your cleaning. You got your stuff out. It's like, why put it back together when it's dirty? You know? Take the time and just clean your junk out. There. That's as clean as that thing's gonna get. because that thing was just dirty to begin with. Alright. Speaker panel posts. Supplied spacers, which are right here in this little bag. Alright. These are tiny as hell. They're about a 1/4 inch thick. Okay, they gave me 6. They're counting on you to lose one. One, 2. Yeah, there's 5. But I got 6. Alright. Install the Pin2DMD. Where did I put it? Over here. Get the tools, use them. Instead of ripping it, just cut it with the scissors. Come on. Come on. It's a tight fit in this bag, that's for sure. Ooh, that is sexy. Look at that. Huh? Alright. Set it down there. Alright. Next one. Okay, I'm familiar with it. Oh, it says I gotta put my spacers on. Where are these metal posts with a spacer? Okay. Is there any like screws or anything? Screwing each metal post with a spacer. I don't have any screws. I got those 2. What's not sitting flat on this? Oh, wait a minute. I think that some dummy screwed up here. Okay. Okay. Those. I have to take these off, which I believe is going to be a real pain in the butt because those are like super deep socket. Hopefully this works. Yeah. Alright. So these have to come out. Okay, now this is going to be the fun part, everybody. I have to get these spacers on these holes without moving them around, and then put these on. Jeez. Yeah, it's going to be a pain in the butt. The one just fell off already. I'm going to see if I can get something just to level this up. Maybe that? Let's try that. Alright. That works pretty good. Alright. There. Now I have to set the DMD down on top of them. And then it's just, these are pain in the butt. The reason why these are kind of like wood screws here. See what I mean? And this is machine screw. It's telling me to put them in like this. And if I do that, how am I supposed to screw these onto there? You know what I mean? Because there are different types of screw. How are these supposed to screw? They can't. They cannot do that. A colored Pin2DMD. Maybe that's why this gets a little cheaper. So yeah. Mine were not like that. These were... let's see if we can screw them back in like this. They'll be a little higher than the factory. We're going to have to do it that way. Because these can't go back in the way that the thing says. It's impossible. So these are just going to have to go in this way for the last action hero. Alright. These are just going to have to go in this way. I don't like how this is. It's just like this is how it is. Yeah, I can't even catch this. These aren't even catching. Alright, we're gonna have to, let me stop the camera because I'm running out of time, and we'll start right back up. Alright, restart it back up. Alright, this is what we're gonna have to do. Alright. That's going to have to go back like that. We're not using these spacers. Because we can't. However, these spacers are almost the exact same size as the nuts that were on here. So we're putting these back on. Now that one doesn't even want to screw in. So I'm going to have to put a little glue on that puppy. Get it to screw back in. Yeah, I can tell. Do this. So when I took it out, it pulled the what do you call it out? What's that? The plastic. Same with that one. Same with that one. Yeah. They're all gummy. Right. So I don't know what the hell to do. We got two that are kinda good. That one's kinda good. crappy. Well, when in doubt, let's glue. We're going to glue them back in. It's not, these are not Pin2DMD's fault really. These were loose to begin with. I guess just after the years of rot, plastic rot. So, the glue I'm going to use is wood glue. The only reason why I'm using wood glue, I know you're probably going to be like, oh, you're using wood glue on plastic. Well, here's the thing. Yeah, shit, I don't want to do that either. Let me think about it and we'll come right back. That's the only thing I can think. These, they need to stay in there. They need to keep the DMD tight. You know what I mean? So, I got a new thing of super glue. But, whoa, it's dripping all over. I hate using super glue for anything. However, these posts are loose. They gotta be secure in there. You know what I mean? They're loose. They gotta be secure. The only way to get them secure again is to glue them. And then we're just going to let this thing sit overnight. I do have new flippers to put in. Space shuttle. No, I'm not going to make a video about that. I don't think I need to, but this was interesting enough to make one out of. These got to sit overnight. That means we're not doing this tonight. I need these to be solid. Alright. Let's clean my super glue off. It's like, how else do I get these secured back into the plastic? There is no really other good way to get those secured. Like I said here, it says take these out. Mine were opposite. I looked back at the video. I don't know how you can see these, but see how they got right here. See how they got nuts on them with screws? Mine didn't have that. These were upside down. They just had the sleeve on there. So we didn't have that. I went through and looked at the video. So my posts were in there like that. And that's why when I put these on, it didn't make sense. So, however, these spacers are about the exact same thickness of these nuts. So what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to put a washer on top of each one of these, and that will make up the difference of the spacer and nut. Since my DMD wasn't in exactly the same way. Ooh, I'm gonna have to get some more washers. Those are not the ones I want. Those are number 8. Do I have 6s yet? So these will make up the height difference in the DMD versus the spacers. I could reassemble it right now and it probably would be fine. However, I think a day or overnight sit with the glue curing would be a much better alternative than putting them on right now and then have them pull out or be wonky. So they will come back out if I need them to. With, you know, I can take them out. They'll break free from the thing. However, I don't think I would ever have to, because they just go in the same way. But yeah, it's just weird how that was just so different. Because remember, my posts have to screw. These have to screw on there. Like that. Those have to screw on. And that was like a wood screw. And they're kind of like a post on a EM game that's threaded into a T-nut, you know, or the wood, where it had the wood screw on the bottom, and then what do you call it, the thing on the top for the nut to screw in. So yeah, mine had it had 2 nuts here and those 4 threaded posts, just like right here, and like this. So yeah, since I have that, but then these will go on top like that and will still be normal. But yeah, it's sometimes you gotta, when you play games with different things, it's just, it has to go that way. And who look at this, I'm gluing myself. And who knows, maybe that was a mid change in Last Action Hero, or maybe it wasn't. Maybe these Last Action Hero is the only one that's different. But however, like, we did pull that off. And I did not have the posts with the spacers like that. Mine were just posts sitting down over top. So when we pulled the plasma off, these were still sitting there. And then when we go to these supplied spacers, now we won't need them, because when I put these posts back in, the nuts that are built into the post and the washers will bring it that high off of the speaker thingamabob doohickey now. So it's the same exact concept. It's just now we gotta wait a day for these to dry. So we'll be back tomorrow. Like I said, I've tried different things. I even tried using Teflon tape to screw around the screws to make them fatter, but they weren't even sticking in or anything. So yeah, this plastic is just stripped. And with this, I know I did not strip them out, because I just unscrewed them, and I could see that there was the black plastic that was stuck around several of them, so they were loose to begin with. So, but we do have one that's factory tight, and these are going to be all factory tight too, because we glued them. So tomorrow we'll be back and we'll get the Pin2DMD on. Alright, day 2, we're back on this again. Alright, put the spacers. We didn't do that, but we left the posts in, so now we put the driver, well, the DMD in. Alright. No, we don't have that. Put the metal posts in. Let's screw them down because we have nothing to screw them down with until we put the other half in. Alright, we got those done. Familiarize yourself with that. Yep. Okay, so now we take their power cord and plug it in. Ta-da! Now we take my pin cable and plug that in. And the red is going to be on that side, like that. We're doing that one. The red's got to be on that side, not this side, red side. See? And we did that. We got that in. Okay, replaced the metal shield. Here, that's a magnet. Put the spacers back. So now it's working the way it was intended to set. Maybe it goes this way. There. No. Let's try this one. There. Do I have a nut driver for these? No, because I put it back. Alright. Well, that one doesn't go in anything. Alright. I'm going to put those two nuts back in the end. One there, and then the other one gets the two grounds. Just like that. And that goes with this nut driver. Okay, we did that, we did that. Now we put the original driver board back on. Like that. Put the screws back in. I got Sheryl Crow song stuck in my head. That's Oliver barking. He's the instigator dog. Anyways, I got Sheryl Crow song stuck in my head. First cut is the deepest. Because I heard the original version on the radio the other day. And I was like, wow, this is like the second time I've ever heard the original. I've heard the Sheryl Crow version all the time. So, if you know who did the original version, drop a comment down below. Alright, that's secure. That's secure enough. Secure. Secure. Alright. Got the red stripe on this one. It's the 14 pin. Goes here. Nope. It goes here. The other one goes here. And in my original power supply goes there. That's all good. Red here, red here, and the original power cable there. So we get the red stripe on that side, the red stripe on that side, and then we get the original power cable back in. Alright. Alright. I'm assuming we are done with this. However, I am gonna do some straps, zip strips. Where's my white ones? There we go. That can go over here. We'll put the original display in there. And we'll zip tie these together. Because that's not going to be used. I'm going to keep my clippers over there. No. There you go. We are not using the original power supply, so I'm clamping it off so it's out of the way. It can't do anything. So let's get this out of my way. We're done with this. The only thing I might have to do is adjust brightness. I have to have something in the way of it, of course. Now it's in the way. So now we gotta do with this power connector CN6. We gotta get to the board. Right there. So we're gonna remove the power plug. Alright, that gets them removed. locate the original power line and connect it to the male pins. Like that. Look how it goes, yep. Like that. So we did that. We connected it to the original cable, so now it looks like that, which you can see it does look like that. Now we plug that into our board like this. It can only go in one way because it's keyed. Like that. It's keyed, so it can only go in one way. Okay, it says we can turn it in. Turn it on. Sure, all connects are correct. The air connect. Turn on the machine. There we go. Sweet. That is sick. Do we have any issues? The only thing we might have to do is settings, but I think that is good. I think the colors are good. I think it's bright enough. I think that is good. It's got good colors in there. It's sexy as hell. That is cool. Gives you the little instructions on what to do. Let's put the back glass back in. Never realized all those instructions like hang up so long. Well, I never like sat there and stared at it. I always would hit that start button. Alright. And that's it. The only thing I really need to do, I have to balance, well, level this machine. That's really what I need to do. I gotta level it. Because I moved it. I just want to see what it looks like when it started. Look at that. That is sick. Yeah, I got the pin sound in here, so it's got all the good sounds to it. But yeah, that's how you put a Pin2DMD in your Data East Last Action Hero. But yeah, it's easy. As you can see, we did have a little couple hiccups with mine because it's not exactly like how the instructions are. However, we did get by and do it the other way. But it was just the spacers and those posts are different on mine. But when we put them back the way they were and added some washers, that made up for the difference in these little spacers here. So with that, I think we are done. I can get underneath this machine and level it and be done with it. So these, I think I'm just gonna, I'll save this because if I got any electronic components to ship to anybody, I got it. Get a cool keychain with a bottle opener on it. And this is Rocket City Pinball. There you go. And this is like an actual PCB. So you can see it's actually a real PCB. And you get a nice little can / bottle opener, which is cool. I'm just going to stick all this in there. Actually, I'm going to leave this on. I'll leave that on for a while. I might do this too. This will fit in there. We'll go in there. Does it fit? Come on, please fit. Yeah. Like I said, this DMD is in perfect shape. It's nice and bright. No spots. Nothing. Put that on the side. We'll find a nice home for it in a nice box. I do have 2 boxes for 2 other DMDs I did. I have this clock right here. That's a Run DMD clock. And then I did a DMD and Hurricane. So I do got, man, is that crooked. My camera's crooked. If I loosen it, I can move it. It's probably a little better. Anyways, yeah, so I'll probably just stick that in one of those boxes. And I'll just write LAH on it with whatever DMD is in it. I do have one more Stern spare. Long story short, I bought a supposedly perfect looking working DMD from some joker on eBay. I got it and it worked for like 2 days in a clock, and then squares burnt out on it, and I did a claim and PayPal denied the claim because they said I altered the board. And I'm like, I did not alter the board, I just plugged this. I just plugged the Run DMD unit into the board. So I did not alter the board in any way. Actually, the Run DMD power supply and signal is better than Stern was for the what do you call it, like the voltage for the power supply. It's more stable than Stern. So I talked to Run DMD. I talked to Stern, and they said, no, not Stern, Run DMD, and they're like, no, we never had this problem before. What you have is you have a bad DMD. And I read up on it, and it was normal for those to burn out. And then when I took my Run DMD clock apart, I looked at it, and those exact same squares that were out have been replaced once before. So, anyways, eBay or PayPal approved the claim, and then the other one didn't approve it. So I ended up sending the DMD to Chris Hibbler, and he fixed it, I think, for 40 bucks, and it's been solid ever since. So yeah, getting a DMD with hardly any hours on it off some joker on eBay. Yeah, you can get scammed on that, especially since PayPal said I altered the DMD, which, like I said, I just plugged it in and that was it. So I didn't alter it. It did get altered when I got it repaired, because they replaced what do you call it, LED thing. But anyways, long story short, cool stuff along the bottom. Please subscribe if this helped you. There will be more Last Action Hero videos coming in the future. With that, I guess cool stuff along the bottom. Thumbs up, subscribe, drop a comment, hit a like. Take care, and thank you all for watching, being subscribers, and all that cool stuff. And later, Arnie will thank you too.